welcome to a brand new episode of Cooking with Becky. I'm Becky and today we'll be doing one of my favorite barbecue spare rib recipes. Like always, the ingredients and measurements will be listed down below. You can also catch them on my Instagram channel, which is at cookingwith_Becky. Again, that will be linked down below as well. So without further ado, let's get cooking. So we got all of our ingredients here. We have our spare ribs. I like to cut mine into 3 or 4 ribs per serving. And we're gonna put this into our medium roasting pan like so. You don't want them overlapping. Next, we are going to chop up our medium to large onion. I'm gonna do this off screen. If you have any questions about how to do this, you can check out my other video, my lamb chop dinner one. I go through a thorough explanation on how to chop up an onion. So I'll be right back. So now that we're done chopping up our onions, it should look something like this. We're just gonna sprinkle it over top of our ribs here. I like to kind of massage them as I'm sprinkling, just to help split them up in case any have clumped together. There we go. It should look something like this. So now we get to work on my favorite part, and that's the sauce. So we're going to get started working on our spare rib sauce. We're going to combine 2 teaspoons of mustard with 2 cups of ketchup. Then we're going to add in 2 cups of water, which has 1/3 of a cup of white vinegar mixed inside it. Then we're going to add in our spices. So we're looking at 2 teaspoons of cajun spice, 2 teaspoons of chili flakes, and 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. And then we're going to do 1 teaspoon of salt. Next, we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Now we're going to use our whisk and whisk until it's well combined. At this point too, you want to grab a clean spoon and give your mixture a little taste. It's really important to taste before you pour it all over your spare ribs. This gives you an opportunity to add anything. If you notice that it needs a bit more spice, maybe a little more salt, this gives you this opportunity to do so. For me, I think this recipe is absolutely perfect, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add that over top of my spare ribs. You want to make sure you cover them evenly, that way we can have that nice even coating. Now that we finished with our spare rib sauce, we're going to cover our spare ribs and we're going to bake it covered for an hour and a half at 350. So since our oven is just finished preheating, I'm going to go toss this in and I'll see you back in an hour and a half. So it's been an hour and a half and we're checking in on our ribs. It smells absolutely amazing. So what we want to do here is we want to remove the lid and set it aside, and we're going to put the ribs back in the oven at 350 for another 30 minutes. During this time, what I like to do is I like to start on my sides. So what I'm going to be cooking right now is some white rice. So I have 1 1/3 of a cup of water, a teaspoon of butter, and a pinch of salt. I'm going to cover that and bring it to a boil. Once it's boiling, I'm going to add 1 1/3 of a cup of white rice, mix it together so everything is covered, and set it aside for at least 5 minutes or until the water is absorbed. Now that we're done with our rice, we're going to get started on our asparagus. So I put my asparagus in a microwave safe bowl with a bit of water in the bottom, and I'll put it in the microwave on high for about 2 minutes or until the asparagus is soft. Once your asparagus is out of the microwave, I like to heat some butter over medium heat and just give the asparagus a quick pan fry. So once your butter is melted, you're going to add in your asparagus. I like to season mine with some salt and some pepper, but you're free to season it however you like. I just like the natural flavors of the asparagus to come through. You're then going to cook it for about 2 to 3 minutes or until the outside becomes slightly brown. You don't want to overcook these or burn them. So we just finished our spare rib dinner. It looks absolutely amazing. Let's give it a try. It's really good. I hope you guys found yourself enjoying this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'll want to see more videos like these, so please subscribe to my channel. And so you never miss another video, hit that bell notification. We'll see you all next week.